Hi, I'm Jodie Robertson, and I'm going to be talking about the new marine data portal that we now have at the Department of Conservation. I'm the marine-focused geospatial information analyst at DOC. Just a bit of an outline about what I'm going to go through today. Firstly, some background into why we created an external marine data portal at DOC in the first place. Then I'll go through a bit about what marine data we are talking about sharing, and then I'll show you a little bit about how the portal works and how we got our data on there with a demo as well. We all know, well, why did we create a portal in the first place? We all know oceans are extremely important and that they're also facing mounting pressure from human actions. In New Zealand, our marine legislation is complex and fragmented and also involves multiple agencies operating across various administrative areas. Territorial sea, EEZ, out to the continental shelf and into international waters. Marine geospatial data helps us understand our marine environment, supporting decision-making to ensure our oceans are protected for future generations. Decision-making needs to be informed by good data and consider broader impacts. Marine geospatial data has unfortunately been fragmented, not standardized, and often difficult and time-consuming to find or even know it exists. In response to this, in 2019, LINZ facilitated the development of a New Zealand Geospatial Information Working Group aimed at working in collaboration with the marine geospatial community to improve access and reuse of marine geospatial data and support the preservation and regeneration of our oceans. With DOC being part of this group and also being committed to providing easy public access to our marine data and having the Te Mana o Te Taio goal of integrated marine management and protection means DOC needed to step up. Prior to this portal, DOC only had 6 marine datasets published. So what sort of data are we needing to publish? At DOC we hold a wide variety of marine geospatial data types, administrative boundaries, bathymetric survey data and their derived products, physical monitoring and environmental monitoring data, baited underwater camera surveys, diver surveys, tracking data from seabirds and other marine animals across the world, modelling of species distributions, marine mammal sightings, habitat maps, and more. There's no doubt we have plenty of important marine data sets to share, but to share the data means first collating and standardizing, ensuring the metadata is complete and correct for many years of marine geospatial data. So what have we developed at DOC to help us share all this important marine data? We wanted to make it easier for internal and external users alike to search for and easily access our marine geospatial data via an online portal. This is the front of our marine data portal. It has been built using ArcGIS Hub, a website built with integration with ArcGIS Online. We have shared various datasets to groups on ArcGIS Online, which then catalogues them into the ArcGIS Hub site into the shown categories. The portal contains vector and raster datasets. For vector, we simply shared the dataset in ArcGIS Online as a feature service. For raster data, we share the raw data file, like a TIFF, as a zip file, hosted on the DOC server and added as a reference layer into the ArcGIS Online site. We have so far published 594 datasets, but of these, 583 of these are species distribution model TIFFs, and each of these has an associated uncertainty model TIFF. So almost 1,200 raster datasets all up. We also needed to add individualized metadata to each species dataset before publishing. This was done using an FME workspace created by Katie Gledhill to complete the spreadsheet, and then a separate workspace which Sean Weston put together to go through the spreadsheet containing metadata for each dataset and publishing it to ArcGIS Online, as well as setting the link etc. for each of the layers. If we click on each of these model datasets, it has its own page and its own metadata. Each of these datasets shows the predicted geographic distribution of each species. And as I mentioned, it also comes with an associated uncertainty layer available. The user is able to download the TIFF or also view the layers on a map or get the web links and bring the datasets into their own GIS systems. When the user clicks on the View on Map link, it opens a map built on the Web App Builder, and it will show the uncertainty layers for that species. It also shows the uncertainty layers for that species. So that enables the user to flick between the uncertainty and model distribution of that species. And that helps them work out the likelihood of the species being in that particular area. There is also a map view function in the portal. It contains a series of pre-selected internal and external datasets. For the most part, it comes with management areas and fisheries restrictions. Let's go ahead and click on all the different types of marine protected areas that we have. We can also add other data sets from the portal. So let's go ahead and add the New Zealand Seafloor Community Classification dataset. We can also add our own datasets from URLs or from our own files. And just like other portals, you can change the base map to any of the Esri base maps, view the legend, and we've added a select tool. You can select any of the features or in any of the shown layers. You can draw your own features. And we've added a measure tool, so you can measure the area or length of whatever you like in the map. Let's go ahead and measure roughly how long the South Island is. Great. We have also added an embedded Microsoft form to capture user information to help the marine team analyze the interest on the information on the portal. We also have Google Analytics enabled for this purpose. Let's bring it back to the wider purpose of providing easy public access to marine geospatial data. The plan in the future is that this data portal will connect into a cloud-based data mesh along with other portals and datasets from a wide variety of other places to provide a one-stop shop for marine geospatial data. We are currently involved in a DIA-funded proof of concept for this, partnering with LINZ, MPI, and Te Arawhiti, with Oceanum delivering the technology to develop this into a reality. So that's my presentation. Thank you all for listening. Here's a link to the portal, and I also think Sean Weston, who developed a lot of this portal from Eagle, might also be here today, so he can answer any particularly technical questions if you have them. Thank you.